Welcome to YouTube. My name is Shorty, and for today I'm going to be showing you guys the first episode of the Creeper Chronicles. Now in this one it's going to be me following certain people and showing what happens to them and me in this video. Now our first up we're going to have It's Chippy. Now he's going to be the first person I'm going to follow because he was the first one that I found in this public lobby. Now of course normally how all of my sessions go is you just get really close to the car and you just fly by them and see what they do. Now of course for this it's easy to do it on the oppressors so that way I can get the quickest stop and braking output. Now of course Chippy was trying to avoid me right here, so we had to play a little game of catch up, and it was pretty cool just to try to like stick with him, and he wasn't really doing much, just kind of, I think he was kind of confused of whether or not I was friend or foe. But anyway, I was really scared here because this other guy seemed to have been stalking him and he ended up killing him. So of course I bolted because why the hell would I want to stay there? After a short retreat, I did end up catching up with him and we had another quick game of cat and mouse.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Now, you're probably wondering why is it worth it to do this? Well, it's funny to see how people react sometimes. Now, of course, like I was saying, our cat and mouse game goes on for, of course, a little longer, and it's just automatically gets stopped when I run into this guy, Juan Pacron. Now, I'll probably butcher that name, but it's whatever. He is an oppressor, as you saw right there, and he is trying to shoot me down. Now, of course, as any oppressor man would, he accepts the 1v1 and tries to defeat his opponent before he, in fact, dies. And as you see on the screen, he ended up going after It's Chippy, so I might not have been his initial target, but you know, you still gotta be on the defensive. Now I quickly make swift work of him here and go on with my merry way, because no one's gonna shoot me down before I shoot them down. And so anyway, I lost It's Chippy, and I gotta go find him and regroup to continue the chase.
5 minutes later.
Once I did end up finding him, as you see, that's him right there. We end up kind of having a little face-to-face with him out of the car. Now, of course, this is the first time that he's ever tried to interact with me during our whole chase scene, and I kind of do butcher it here. I'm getting a little worried that he might try to shoot me and kill me, and so I ended up bolting, which in fact leads to his death. Now, of course, that wasn't intentional, but quickly after, we regroup on the bridge where he forgives me and we kind of start hanging out again. Now, of course, this has been a wild ride from start to finish, and I mean, it's still not even finished. And anyway, he emotes on me, I end up emoting on him, you know, that's how friends do and everything. And then, you know, we're just trying to have a good time and honestly kind of want to see what he does. And this is important to see that the Bellic Inc. is moving a gun running shipment, because that's going to play into our story a little later on. Now, we end up having a fun game of shooting flares in the sky, and Chippy accidentally gets too close and melees me to death, which is kind of a dick move if you were to ask me. But, of course, I still want to see what else he would do. I quickly regroup with him, and once I do finally make it back to him, he does end up messaging me, which is kind of cool of him because, you know, most people when they kill you, they just kind of run away or laugh, but he seemed to have been doing like it wasn't on purpose, and as you'll see with my message right here, he will say sorry, which is kind of like cool that he did want to kind of chill and not just be a dick. So, of course, Chippy gets a passing okay in my book, and we end up having a quick game of change of clothes. I made a video on this outfit, by the way, if you want to go check it out. Link to it is going to be in the top right of this video. And anyway, so we have another friendly game of car tag, him in his hentai car or whatever, and then me and my oppressor. And so we end up chasing, and he ends up crashing right here, which helps progress the story and ends the story of Chippy. Now, of course, I see that gun running shipment is going to be right here, but it seems to also be under attack by some player, and this some player happens to be Mr. Cashout 3742.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.
Now, of course, he's shooting the vehicles that are needed for the gun running, which kind of makes me very suspicious and not happy with him already. But as I'm editing this video, I do remember then look that he is a level 23, so he probably has no idea what's going on or what to even do in the game. But regardless, I hate griefers, and so as any respecting player would do, I shot his ass down. Now, of course, in hindsight, I probably should have acted more reasonably, but there's no reasonable way to act around griefers. Now, I make my way back because I want to help this gunrunner out by protecting his stuff. So, dumb me not thinking, I thought I can get into his vehicle and help him drive it to the location, which, of course, he responded with force, which I don't blame him. Now, this is where we'll meet the Gray God 7843. He's going to be the one in charge of the gun running mission, and he's going to be the main focus of this whole entire video. Now, of course, Gray God was just protecting his stuff, which I understood, but I kind of wanted to let him know that I wasn't there as a foe. And of course, here's Cash Out trying to go destroy his shit again, and so of course I run him over. Which, of course, I was like, oh man, that means I won his good graces, and I get responded with getting blown up. Now, of course, I'm getting a little frustrated because he doesn't seem to know that if I would have wanted to destroy his crap, I would have done it already. Now, of course, one more time, just for good measure, I wanted to check to see if I can get into his vehicle, which of course you can't unless you're in the same CEO as him, and I just kind of give up and go get my Deluxo. The reason why I went and got my Deluxo was because if I couldn't help him by delivering his stuff, I wanted to be able to transport him back to his stuff quicker and be able to protect us if an oppressor decides to come and mow us down. So of course I see he's about to pick up a next vehicle from his cargo, and so I kind of just wait patiently to see where he'll end up. Now, of course, this whole time that I'm following him, I'm making sure to honk my horn, which kind of like squatting is in Minecraft. It's a friendly way to say that you're not there to destroy him. Now, of course, as you're hearing from this video, I'm in fact honking and letting him know that, you know, I'm just not there to blow his stuff up, which, to be honest, if I was in his shoes, I would have been more suspicious if I would have done something already. So, which is why I think he realizes that I wasn't there to harm him, and he does in fact get into my vehicle. And after a quick drive over to his stuff, I do indeed drop him off and let him complete his stuff. Now, of course, I'm making sure to kind of protect him and be behind him in case either Cash Out or someone else decides to come and blow his stuff up. Now, this is where things get interesting. I've never really done gun running stuff, and I forget that there are people that are trying to destroy your stuff, CPUs, but nothing you couldn't really handle. And well, he ends up dying, and so I want to still protect his stuff, but I'm stupid and don't know how to use the Deluxo, and I just kind of blow myself up. So that was pretty fun, you know. And so I was just like, all right, I'll just respawn it in, and I'll be able to, you know, help him out. So here I am, just kind of respawning. You know, the CPUs are still trying to destroy his stuff. Gray God just died when out of nowhere, look who came back, but it's Chippy. Chippy went into off the radar and found me all the way across the map just to kill me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I mean, dick moved, it's Chippy. But anyway, I get my Deluxo back, and then Gray God ends up finding his cargo and stuff, and he ends up delivering it to successfully make some money. Now, of course, I get nothing out of it except the satisfaction of knowing that no one's gonna, you know, destroy his shit. And so that I finally now want to make sure that I message him to let him know my whole entire intentions during this, because I wouldn't want him thinking this whole time that I was gonna blow his stuff up. And so much so that he's so grateful that he even added me as a friend even before I can send him this message. And it's just a quick way of like letting him know that someone was trying to destroy his stuff, and I did acknowledge that he was probably low level, which I did confirm by looking back in the footage. But still, anyone can destroy anything if they're more determined. And after quick driving, he does end up messaging me just to kind of like see his side of the story, which I thought was really cool. You know, he was really grateful for it, and I'm glad I was able to help him out, as you know, anyone should help low levels out if they have the opportunity to. That here, he really thought I was just gonna kill him. But anyway, that's gonna be the first chapter of the Creeper Chronicles. It's just a quick little fun way of seeing how people interact with you kind of just stalking them, and hopefully these can get more exciting and better as they go on. But anyway, if you do enjoy it, please let me know. Like I said, it's just the first one, so hopefully the later ones will have more greater effects and stuff. But anyway, thank you guys again for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys next time. This is Short XBL signing out.